Hey everybody, today is my first day on Mohave Lake and I'm just leaving Catherine's Landing. So it's a gorgeous day. It's going to be about 85 degrees. The wind is at the moment here not too bad, and that's the one of the more challenging things about fishing on Lake Mohave. But I'm going to try to make a long run today because I think the wind is going to be sitting down. But I'm going to be looking for places to fish for a tournament, a midweek bass club tournament that I'm going to have here next Wednesday. Today's Thursday. I'm here a few days early for the sole purpose of trying to locate fish on a lake I've never been to. My strategy is simple. Obviously, it's springtime. The smallmouth ought to be in post-spawn, spawn, and probably pre-spawn. Largemouth, the same, I would suggest. So I'm going to be looking for different ways to catch them. Hopefully, I'll be able to catch them doing those methods of reaction, top water. I'm looking for, not at this time of day, right? But tomorrow morning I'll be doing that. Today I'm going to drive and look for toolies and things like that so I can see if I can find some largemouth hanging around those toolie beds. So that's my goal for today, just to get out, take a run. I'm going to go 18 miles up the lake if I can and just see what happens. So here I am out on Mohave. I'm in the back of a cut that looks pretty, not very beddy. It's steep walls. You can see it all around me. But it's a perfectly glass day. I was heading up lake and I saw these bushes back here. I wanted to come and see if I could find some fish next to the bushes. What I'm finding is some smallmouth out deeper. Imagine that. And I see a pretty good one here. Normally I wouldn't want to necessarily catch it, but I think I want to see the size of this fish, and so I'm trying to catch it. He's a long ways off. She or he is not very aggressive, so I don't know how long it's going to take, but I want to hook this fish so I can get a sense of how big it is, just so I know when I'm looking in these crystal clear waters, just how big the fish are when I see them 8, 9, 10 feet down, if I can see them that far down. But anyway, that's my goal. Took it. There he is. Oh yeah. Nice fish. Oh yeah. Now, this fish, I was throwing on it with Texas rig chartreuse lizard and a regular dark lizard. Would never eat it. As soon as I threw the drop shot in there, it ate it, and it's probably a 3.5 pounder. So a lot of fun here. Let's get her in the boat here. Strong fish. Ooh-wee. These fish are just so strong, don't want to give up. The water temperature is 63, perfect for these fish to thrive. All right, Mr. Missy. Oh, look at that fish. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Look at that. All right. Oh boy. That looks like a male. Oh my goodness. Look at the size of that fish. All right, so let's I'm going to weigh him. So it looks like a male to me, or it's a spawned out female, but I bet you it's a male. 3.5 pounder. Exactly what I said. Awesome fish. Nice. This is going to be easy today if I keep fishing because it's so calm, but it's nice to know what this fish looks like. I thought it was about a 3.5 to 4 pounder, and I was right. Go back to your spot and guard your nest. Here you go. All right. Now that I've done that, I want to get back on my plan, and I want to head up to the part of the lake where I'm going to be away from other midweek bass guys, I think, and to see if I can't find some largemouth on the beds or something like that. So one of my strategies was to look for reeds and tules. So I found some here, and it looks like I'm on the shallow end, and it's still pretty decent, 4 foot, plenty deep. It's certainly clear. So my goal is to throw a Cinco into some of this opening pockets to see if a fish will come out and grab it. As you watch me fish here, you'll see basically I'm actually fishing way too close to the edge of the tules, which I was fishing in this super clear water. Now, it took me a couple days to really figure this out, that if I were to stand off and make a long cast to the edge of the tules, that's how the fish would respond to my bait. But at this point, I'm still learning and relearning what I learned many years ago about fishing very clear water. You are one finicky little bastard. Come on. Nope. There's nobody in a garden or anything. This place gets a nod from me, though. Yeah, I see you. You're 2.5. Well, let's see. There's one. Couple beds. Ain't worth marking. As you watch me stand here and seemingly do nothing, quite the opposite is happening. What's going on here is I'm seeing fish swimming around, and I'm trying to figure out where their bed is. The beds are usually easy to see when you're on strict gravel, but here there's all kinds of brush laying around, and you don't know if there's a bed alongside of brush or in between the branches of the brush. You don't know, so what you do is you follow fish and you see where they go. It seems boring, but this is how you find sight fish. I think I just lost him. Where'd he go? Hit him right there? Oh, yeah. Pounder. I found this area loaded with bass. It was easy to see them because it was shallow water with very hard bottom. I was hoping that I could use this location in the coming days for the tournament, but two things happened that changed it all. One, a number of tournaments went out of Cottonwood Code that I think plucked some of the fish off their beds in this location. And second, a big wind came out of the south and blew for 2 days, probably putting 3 and 4 foot rollers right into this location. When I went back looking in this area the day before the tournament, I couldn't find any bass on beds, nor could I find any of the beds. They were all silted in. Strange. The first time I've seen this, but that's what happened. There was one. Spooked it. Oosh. Where'd he come from? That's a big boy right there. Very big fish. All right. All right, the Cinco paid off, finally. That's a nice fish. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Solid fish right there. Oh, yeah. 3-pounder. All right, so here's the deal. I was throwing the Cinco along these weed edges here, and then I see this big old fish swimming out away from everything, and I'm gawking at it, and that Cinco is just sitting there over some tulies, but just sitting there. I wasn't moving it because I wasn't paying attention to it. I lifted up, and this fish was on. That is a telltale sign. Maybe that's what they want. They want it and then sitting there. It's a hard way to fish, but that may be what they want. Well, that's a wrap for the first half a day on fishing on Mohave Lake. I thought it was pretty darn good considering I've never been on the lake and I was just checking it out for the first time. Tomorrow will be another day. We'll see what happens then.